discussion, Mr. Devesh Mathur. He is the Head Global Business Services, Bank of America. Mr. Devesh oversees business operations for global business services, including governance and reporting, coordination of strategy development and planning, operational excellence, communications and environmental, social and governance activities. He is also accountable for the day-to-day management of the entire team in India for Bank of America. Mr. Devesh has extensive experience in the financial services industry, leading large teams across multiple geographies. He joined Bank of America in September 2019 from HSBC, with whom he had a 28 years of career. Starting off as a commercial banker, Mr. Devesh was instrumental in establishing HSBC India's shared services infrastructure. Later, he was COO for HSBC India and Asia Pacific International, where he managed 15 jurisdictions in the region. In his last role, Mr. Devesh established the service company for HSBC Asia Pacific, which housed all enabling infrastructure. He is a chartered accountant with postgraduate accreditations from Harvard Business School and ISB. Mr. Devesh is passionate about maintaining human connect across teams, nurturing talent and augmenting commercial awareness within the organization. He is an avid cricket lover and a movie buff and explores places of cultural significance with his family. Welcome, Mr. Devesh, and the plethora of experience that you hold. I think this would be the right platform for us to have a discussion and conversation. So, my first question to you would be, how would you define the entire ecosystem currently that we are into, and how important is technology and financial literacy to combat this stress and achieve the growth? Over to you, Mr. Devesh.
Thank you, Jyotishri. Can I confirm that you can hear me clearly? Sorry, I can't hear you. You must be on mute.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you very well, loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, मैं माफी चाहता हूँ that मैं खुद वहाँ पे नहीं हूँ आपके सामने, क्योंकि मुझे कोई खास बहाना नहीं चाहिए लखनऊ आने का. आपको तो पता ही है that I come from Lucknow. So for me, this is a very special occasion to be able to speak to a bunch of people who are domiciled primarily there. So this is a real honor. You've raised a very important question, Jyotishri, to me in terms of defining what is the ecosystem. And very interestingly, and just purely coincidentally, and I'm not dropping names, yesterday we were addressed by the finance minister for a Bank of America conference which she was participating in. And I'll quote from what she said, because I think that is quite relevant and quite important. So basically what she said is that India is going through a churn, and the one thing that the government is most keen to do is to have digitization and real impact to the people who need it most lead the way. Right? So she explained it in a very nice number of ways, but essentially she referred to this whole theme as resetting India. Right? And मैं काफी देर से सुन रहा हूँ because many speakers have spoken before I did, and they were speaking about different aspects of the same thing. So when you're talking about ecosystem, the ecosystem from the governments as well as from where we are sitting as responsible bankers and people within the banking and financial services itself would tend to mean that we are basically trying to create a method to be able to make banking at the hands of both those who never had access to it as well as those who have access to it today as intuitive, easy and comfortable as possible, right? So I think that's the first thing. So much before we speak about inclusivity and empowerment and terms like that, I think the fundamental thing is all about have we started to make real inroads and have we begun to take the first steps towards making it relatable and easy, right? So I think that's the one story that India can be very proud about, right? So if you look at the ecosystem today, we have already got over 700 million Aadhaar-linked bank accounts. So 70 crore se zyada agar accounts already khul chuke hain which are Aadhaar-linked, then that becomes a transaction-first economy, right? So that's a very paradigm shift in the way we work as an entire country and as an economy as a whole, right? So I think from a primarily prepaid economy, we're now becoming a postpaid economy, and that's something which is very, very important. Now, there are multiple facets of technology. Because aapne technology ka zikr kiya, I think it's important that I touch upon some of the bigger pillars, right? So some of these things have now become very commonplace. So har insaan iske bare mein baat karta hai, lekin let's try and understand that fundamentally which are the 4 or 5 biggest blocks, right, which everybody has to focus on. So in my opinion, I think artificial intelligence is massively important, and that's going to lead the way for how banking and indeed any kind of business is going to be done, right? And again, sorry to quote this again, but even Finance Minister was talking about it. She was talking about how AI is leading such an important part in the way the government is administering today's taxation system, right? So the faceless way in which tax administration and reviews are occurring is one example of AI. But AI can mean a variety of things. But the fact is that today, increasingly, and this is where even organizations like yourselves come in, Praveen, the account aggregator model is coming to work in India, right? So I think stitching it together and making it intuitive and easy is something that will have a lot of focus around AI as a theme, so I'll leave it at that. The second one, which is obviously massively important, is just distributed ledger technologies and blockchain, and the new ways in which security is going to be imbibed, but most importantly, how do we actually embrace these to be able to create banking systems and banking platforms, I think is here to stay, and that's going to be a very major part of this ecosystem in the days to come. The third thing, as far as I'm concerned, is all about payments and payments innovation, right? पिछले अगर 5-6 साल में भी आप लोग देखें तो कितना ज़्यादा change हो चुका है with the introduction of the basic plumbing, as I call it, under the UI/API process, and then the UPI ecosystem which was created on top of that is something which has really paved the way for massive reforms within banking itself and how we are basically interacting today as far as organizations are concerned. And this is something which is just the start, right? So I think शुरू में India का ecosystem हम लोगों ने ठीक किया है, but now I think the next step is to make it more globally fungible, right? How do you make cross-border payments and how do you make international trade finance regulations integrated with our Indian ecosystem of payments, right? So that's the third big pillar. And finally, I'll say that open banking and to a large extent the work that we are doing around cybersecurity are the components that will become very, very important. So those are the building blocks of this particular ecosystem that we have. And from a variety of ways, I think we will have to keep talking about how this all integrates together to be able to make it far more easier and more comfortable for us to be able to achieve some of the empowerment that is the theme of this particular conference of yours as well, right? So I'll start with that, but those are my thoughts when you ask me about the ecosystem.
Thank you so much, Mr. And of course, we'll like to hear more about it. So, moving on to our second panelist who has also joined us virtually, Mr. Suryakant Sharma. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate laws. He is a chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma has over 35 years of experience in banking and finance and securities market and has served in a leading financial institution, thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. He joined Securities Exchange Board of India in 2003 and served there for more than 15 years in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern Region for more than 5 years. He is also a member of working group of NCRT for developing vocational course on mutual funds for students of 11 and 12 classes. He is a mentor for a few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as a guest speaker in more than 600 IAPs. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual in India and Apex Body of Mutual Fund in India as a senior consultant for spreading investor awareness among citizens. During pandemic, since May 2020, Shri Sharma has interacted with thousands of investors and students through more than 250 webinars and in reputed educational and professional institutions, corporates, startups across the country. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for being part of the discussion. Coming from the investment background, I would like to ask, what are the new age investment patterns the economy will witness, and also in these times the normal citizens how they can financially empower themselves through these investment products?
Thank you, Dr. Jyotishri. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Praveen ji. Thank you, Mr. Mathur, for joining this panel. I am privileged to be with Mr. Mathur as a panelist. Thank you very much, Mr. Mathur. Honestly speaking, I am not from the technology side. I am working at the grassroots level and the ground. For last 10 years or so, Praveen ji knows me very well. When we were in SEBI, we were partner in spreading the financial literacy and investor awareness across 2-tier and 3-tier cities, even in rural area. और आप लोग लखनऊ से हैं और माथुर साहब भी लखनऊ से हैं, तो इतना तो मुझे लगता है कि हम हिंदी में अगर बात करें तो एक ज़्यादा कनेक्टिविटी बनती है। और लखनऊ वाले जितनी भी अंग्रेजी जानते हो, हिंदी जरूर समझते।
बिल्कुल सही है, बिल्कुल सही।
हिंदी में ही बोलूँगा मैं, आपको आश्वासन दे सकता हूँ।
Actually, नहीं, we don't like that because we feel at least in North India, we speak in Hindi only, at least in North India. So because people do connect more in a more user cohesive manner, no problem. And जहाँ तक टेक्नोलॉजी का सवाल है, प्रवीण जी आप जानते हैं बहुत अच्छी तरह कि टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत बड़ा टूल है फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन के लिए, एम्पावरमेंट के। Of course it is there, लेकिन माथुर साहब you will agree with me कि अभी बहुत कुछ करना है। The things have just started. Or rather, you say we have just taken a first step. Government has taken a first step of financial inclusion through Jan Dhan Yojana. Of course, crores of accounts have been there. But yesterday itself, I was in Mathura addressing some rural farmer processing women workers. When I talk to them, how many of them have Jan Dhan accounts? Almost every lady said yes. I had more than 400 plus ladies or women work workers in that program. When I asked next to them, then how you are operating your accounts and what are the number of transactions you are having? Then Mathur Sahab, most than 50% said, sorry sir, account तो खोल दिया लेकिन आप transaction नहीं कर। So that is a great problem now. Opening an account is only a first step. The second step, they have some money to transact. Of course, government has come forward and all the benefits of the governmental schemes are being transferred directly in their bank account. That is the first, rather most important step. But at the same time, when they get the money, they simply withdraw it. तो ट्रांजैक्शन की हैबिट उनकी अभी नहीं बनी। और आप भी ये समझेंगे प्रवीण जी, आप जानते हैं कि जब तक रिकरिंग चीजें नहीं होंगी, एक बार अकाउंट खोल देने से, एक बार इंश्योरेंस दे देने से, एक बार सुकन्या स्कीम खोल देने से, या और कोई अकाउंट्स में कई लोगों को ऐड करने से, the impact will not come which we or other government wants. For technology, of course, will play a role, but I feel that at the pre-stage, the functionaries of the banking and the financial services and including insurance have to be proactive, not only to include more and more citizens in the fold of banking and insurance and financial services, but also at the same time encourage them to have transactions. पेटीएम ने दुनिया बदल दी है, हम सब जानते हैं। आज गांव में भी आप जानिए, चाय पीने जाते हैं, 10 रुपए आपको देने, गांव में भी। I was very happily surprised. Even when you go on the roadside, not on highway, Mathur Sahib, even when you go to state roads or even the remote areas, they have got Paytm and Google Pay. That is a great achievement as such of technology. But their transactions are limited because they don't have income. They do have income, but very small. So side by side efforts have to be made, and of course being made. I am not saying that nothing is being done. Of course, a lot of things are happening at the financial front as well. People should be encouraged to have more and more transactions and avail more and more financial services. I am, of course, now in the field of mutual funds. I am not marketing or a distributor of mutual fund. I am with the Apex body of mutual funds. I still feel that majority of the mutual fund investors come from the metros or big cities. Of course, last 3-4 years, SEBI has made concerted efforts to go deep into the 2-tier and 3-tier cities and rather big towns. AMFI has got a lot of registration of distributor through these cities as well. And you might be aware that more than 10 lakh accounts are being opened rather every month. New investors are coming, but majority of them are educated persons. IT fellows, corporates, as social workers of social sector, but people who do have money. तो साहब एक चीज बहुत बड़ी हमारे देश में, आप भी जानते हैं, आपको लखनऊ से ही आपने बताया, पैसे की कमी हमारे देश में नहीं, कोई कमी नहीं पैसे की। कमी जो है वो है उनकी सोच। हमारे डीएनए में कुछ ऐसी बात है कि we by nature are very conservative. भाई मुझे कुछ सुनना ही नहीं है, मुझे इंश्योरेंस करवाना है और इंश्योरेंस को मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोटेक्ट मांगता हूँ, that's all. फिर मुझे एफडी करवानी है, मुझे पता है एफडी का रेट कम हो गया है, they might not understand the real return and all the other things, but at the same time most of the people, even educated ones, sir, because I during pandemic, for the kind of information, I have done more than 270-280 webinars across country with leading education institutions, and I was surprised that even the lecturers and professors, they don't have any other means of investment except to bank FD, and some people still feel insurance as an investment. So side by side, that effort has to be made in a more cohesive manner, that people understand wealth creation. Because ultimately wealth creation, you will agree with me, is going to have prosperity. So new investors particularly, there are two categories of new investors, which Joseph was just mentioning. One who are having relatively better means or better income. And second category, Mathur Sahib, is that people who have little bit money. If they are encouraged to be part of the wealth creation, I think down the line after 15 or 5-10 years, result will start coming. और आप जानते हैं माथुर साहब, ये तो process है. It is not an event. It is a process rather, and that is a long run better. India, we have to fight that battle in that way. That we should engage, involve, and invite participation from new investors. New, I mean again, new one category is of corporate employees, officials, then who have got government employees and all these things. And second category, those who have little bit income, they can also be part of it. So on two fronts we have to work. First, we have to take technology to them and make it more efficient, make it more customer friendly. Of course, अब आप पता है सारे मोबाइल आजकल गांव से बहुत अनजान आदमी भी मोबाइल को अच्छी तरह I was surprised. I just again give you an example. 1 month back, my driver had gone on leave, so he said, "Sir, मेरे गांव से एक लड़का आया हुआ है नया, वो दिल्ली के रास्ते नहीं जानता, लेकिन उसको आता है लाइसेंस वगैरह, वो उसको गाड़ी चलाना अच्छा आता है, दिल्ली के रास्ते उसको पता है." I was hesitant, लेकिन ठीक है, मैंने कहा बच्चे को किसी को नया चांस देना चाहिए. I asked him to come, and we went nearby area. I just asked him, "Have you license?" "No sir, I don't have license." I told him, "You must have license physical." To my address surprise, he said, "I have got some digital locker. I have got my license in digital." He was from remote Bihar village. So that things are happening and these things are changing. Only thing is to take people along through technology and through physical efforts as well. And on both fronts, I think, if I am right, we have to work in a cohesive manner so that we can achieve something in near future.
थैंक यू सो मच सूर्यकांत जी. और हम इस पे बात करेंगे और आपसे पूछेंगे. Third panelist is Mr. Rajiv Garg. He could not join us today because of some unanticipated reasons. So first I'll introduce him, but he has sent us a pre-recorded video for us. So just to give an introduction, Mr. Rajiv is the Regional Head North at the BSE Limited. He looks after various BSE products, services, equity, currency and commodity derivatives, along with mutual fund platform BSE Star, MF and INX. He is instrumental in setting up the BSE Delhi regional office from scratch and building the business in this region. To his credit, he has added 150 plus members in the North region. To his credit, he also raised a team of 35 in North region of BSE. He has played a key role in BSE currency market development. He attended 2 weeks training on securities operations and regulations at Securities Exchange Commission at Washington DC. He has attended few conferences in Singapore and securities and commodities in DGCX Dubai. He has delivered speeches and lectures on various capital market topics in more than 700 seminars and conferences across the state. He has also delivered lectures on capital markets in IIM Lucknow, FMS, Delhi School of Economics, IIT Delhi and NIFM. He has close to 19 years of experience in capital markets and BSc. Mr. Rajiv is an MBA from Pune University, BCom from Punjab University, and holds a vast knowledge about stock exchange products, services, operations, margins, risk management, investor services, and related functions. Can we have the video, please?
Good evening to all. First, I would like to thank Shri Praveen Trivedi and the team and the wonderful initiative by the Disabo Foundation for including this Financial Literacy Conclave 2021. They are already doing many such initiatives earlier as well, and we are the part of that. Today, I am supposed to attend this event physically in Lucknow, but due to some other commitment in our head office Mumbai, I am not able to. But still happy to be the part of it through virtually, to pre-recorded this interaction. As the topic assigned to it, the power of technology in extending the investments and enhancing the investments and empowering the investment world and the BFSI sector. So we are treat ourselves the biggest beneficiaries of this. As stock exchange BSE is fully digital, fully electronic, and our mutual fund part these days is a lot of the mutual fund sahi hai. And we have seen the power of technology, particularly in this pandemic period, from day 1, from 22nd, 23rd March, the first day of lockdown onwards. We have not seen even a single minute disruption in our trading activities or mutual fund activities, even for a minute. Everything was smooth. because it is driven by high-end technologies and proven state-of-art technologies. The penetration of investment to the masses has been extending from last few years, and it is fueled further during pandemic because everyone was helpless. The technology was the only way we can include ourselves in market. The good part is that industry has added approx 2.5 crore new demat accounts and many, and that is going penetration very, very fast, because one of the major handicap was the technology, internet and all those stuff, which is eased out up to great extent. And in the days to come and years to come, we feel mutual fund will be the part of every household. Like every household has a bank account, RD or FD, as their part of saving and investment. The mutual fund is ought to be the part of everyone's life. Even equity market also some point of time. Earlier our investments were coming from the top 30, top 40 cities. Now it has, horizon has changed to top 200 to top 300 cities. And we are expecting it will go to 5,000 towns, up to district, taluka, tehsil levels in days to come. So future looks very rosy, because on the back of technology has played an extensive role, and the government policies of this eKYCs, PAN, Aadhaar, digitalization, stress on the digital payments make it very easy, and the rest depend upon the outlook of the economy, that is function of demand and supply. But as a part of this industry, Bombay Stock Exchange initiative to make it very easy to introduce more and more, that is function of demand and supply. But as a part of this industry, Bombay Stock Exchange initiative to make it very easy to introduce more and more user-friendly technologies and so on. Thank you. That's it from my end. All the best to rest of the participants and for this excellent program. Thank you.
So, coming back to Mr. Devesh Mathur, sir, you talked about the new age, technology, AI and digitization. Can we more get an insight onto how to use this responsibly? Because the usage of AI, data analytics, machine learning seems to be, quite luring, but it has to be used responsibly. So can you throw some insights into it?
So सबसे पहले तो सूर्यकांत जी माफ कीजिएगा, क्योंकि कुछ चीजें जो मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ इस वक्त वो मेरी क्षमता के बाहर है कि मैं पूरा हिंदी में वार्तालाप कर सकूं, लेकिन मैं कोशिश करूँगा। ये unambiguous objectives होने चाहिए जिसके ऊपर AI मॉडल्स बनते हैं, वो बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, क्योंकि AI एक टूल है, एक ज़रिया है, लेकिन अगर ठीक ना इस्तेमाल किया जाए तो इसके काफ़ी निरर्थक और ख़राब रिजल्ट्स भी हो सकते हैं। इसलिए आई थिंक द वन क्वेश्चन जो कि सबसे बड़ा सबके सामने है वो ये है कि आज की तारीख में AI को हम किस तरह से यूज़ करते हैं। व्हाट्स द एथिकल फ्रेमवर्क अराउंड विच यू रन AI, राइट? आई थिंक उसमें बहुत कोशिश है और ज़रूरी है कि हम लोग सोचें इसको। अगर डिकंस्ट्रक्ट करके, मतलब बिल्कुल सिंपल तरीके से अगर सोचा जाए, तो आपने कहा था साहब कि जब आज की तारीख में पैसे की कमी नहीं है, लेकिन सबसे जो महत्वपूर्ण चीज़ वो ये है कि दुनिया के कौन से वो लक्ष्य हैं हर इंसान के जिसके लिए म्यूचुअल फंड या किसी भी किस्म का इन्वेस्टमेंट इंसान करता है, राइट? और बैंक्स और फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस के ऊपर काफ़ी जिम्मेदारी और इस मामले में एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट उनके ऊपर ये उन्हें ठीक करने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि आज की तारीख में हर चीज़ एक क्वार्टरली प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी के ज़रिए से देखी जाती है, राइट? तो अगर आप उस तरह से सोचने लगेंगे तो आप कस्टमर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सोचना बंद कर देते हैं अक्सर, राइट? तो हर दफ़ा ये होता है कि भाई प्रोडक्ट्स पुश करे जा रहे हैं, राइट? यू आर पुशिंग प्रोडक्ट्स टू कस्टमर्स, यू आर ट्राइंग टू मेक श्योर कि आप उनको जितना भी ज़्यादा हो सके लोभित करें कि वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट्स में लें। लेकिन बहुत सारे इस तरह की चीज़ें जो होती हैं वो ये होता है कि लोग समझते नहीं हैं कि भाई इस लोन का रियल कॉस्ट क्या है, फर्ज करिए इस EMI का रियल कॉस्ट क्या है मेरे ऊपर। ये सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है जो कि बैंक्स और फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस के ऊपर होती है कि वो ठीक तरह से चलाएं। मुझे याद है, प्रवीण आपको भी याद होगा कि हम लोग HSBC में जब थे तो we were the country's largest distributors of mutual funds एक ज़माने में, राइट। लेकिन हम लोगों ने वो बिजनेस बंद कर दिया। क्यों बंद किया? उसकी बड़े रीजंस थे, लेकिन एक रीज़न ये भी था कि हम लोग एक गलत तरह का व्यवहार और गलत तरह का बिहेवियर इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे थे, राइट। We didn't want to be a part of a machine that was churning mutual funds, right? From taking out of one portfolio, putting it in another, वहाँ से निकाला, तीसरे फंड में डाल दिया, तीसरे से निकाला, चौथे में डाल दिया, हर एक में आपकी ट्रेल इनकम बन रही है और आप बड़े खुश हैं, राइट। लेकिन फ्रॉम अ कस्टमर्स पर्सपेक्टिव आप क्या सोच रहे हैं? आपने क्या उसकी लाइफ के किस गोल के बारे में आपने उसको संबोधित किया? आपने किस तरह से कोशिश करी कि उसकी जो शुरू से आखिर तक की 4 या 5 माइलस्टोन्स हैं जिंदगी के, उनको आप किस तरह से एड्रेस कर रहे हैं? इस मामले में हम लोग कमज़ोर हो गए थे, राइट। और ये चीज़ AI जब आ जाता है तो एक ह्यूमन ओवरसाइट निकल जाती है, राइट। क्या होता है कि फिर वो मशीन एल्गोरिदम्स के जरिए डिसाइड होने लगता है कि भाई किसको कहाँ पे कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट की हिदायत दे रहे हैं, राइट। और वहाँ पे काफ़ी गलतियाँ हो जाती हैं, राइट। तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत, अगर आप कहीं पे भी देखें तो ये इंडिया की नहीं है, हर जगह की ये प्रॉब्लम है। वेल्स फार्गो, आपने बैंक का नाम सुना होगा, US का सबसे बड़ा बैंक है। वहाँ पे पिछले 3 या 4 सालों में उन लोगों ने काफ़ी कठिनाइयाँ झेली हैं, क्योंकि यही हुआ था, AI के बेसिस पे एक एल्गोरिथम उन्होंने डाल दिया था जिसकी वजह से क्रॉस सेलिंग रेशियोज बढ़ाना चाह रहे थे वो लोग, लेकिन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कम थी जिस तरह से उन्होंने इम्प्लीमेंट किया, और दे हैड टू बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ द सेनेट, और उन्होंने काफ़ी ज़्यादा परेशानियाँ झेली। और यही सारी चीज़ें हैं जो सबके सामने रोज़ आती हैं। तो मेरे ख्याल से सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है जो मैं कहना चाह रहा था वो है ट्रांसपेरेंसी, और किस तरह से आप फेयरनेस के साथ अपने कस्टमर्स को ट्रीट करते हैं। बिकॉज आई थिंक द वे यू ट्रीट योर क्लाइंट्स हैज़ गॉट टू बी द फर्स्ट थिंग। यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं इस पूरी आपकी इस मीटिंग में, और जितने भी हैं उन सबके आई एम श्योर वो सबसे ज़्यादा इस बारे में सहमत होंगे कि बहुत ज़रूरी है कि कस्टमर के नज़रिए से सोचा जाए, ना कि सिर्फ अपनी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की रेवेन्यू अर्निंग कैपेबिलिटी की वजह से। फिर सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी की भी बहुत ज़रूरी है जब आप AI के साथ डील करते हैं। तो आई थिंक दैट इज़ अनदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पिलर दैट विल डिसाइड कि भाई किस तरह से हम लोग, हाउ डू वी डू द अंडरपिनिंग of any decision making process that you introduce via AI. And finally I think it's accountability, और वहाँ पे मेरे ख्याल से सबसे ज़रूरी ये होता है कि भाई ह्यूमन जजमेंट जो होता है। पहले ज़माने में, अब फिर से मैं सूर्यकांत जी को संबोधित करूँगा, जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया था HSBC तो मेरी सबसे पहली नौकरी थी चांदनी चौक ब्रांच, दिल्ली में ब्रांच मैनेजर की। उस ज़माने में मशीन्स नहीं थी और कोई भी किसी किस्म की और व्यवस्था नहीं थी जानने की। There was no Google, there was no way to figure out. तो हम लोग as branch managers हम एक बैंक के कस्टमर के बिजनेस ऑफिस में जाके मिला करते थे, देखा करते थे कि भाई कर क्या रहे हैं ये, what is the underlying business, ये हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे। घंटों उनसे वार्तालाप होता था, तब जाके समझ में आता था कि भाई 9 लाख साबुन के अगर निर्माता हैं और चांदनी चौक में उनका ऑफिस है तो वो किस तरह का उनका व्यापार है, किस तरह के उनके प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, किस तरह से वो लोग सप्लाई चेन उनकी क्या है, किस तरह से उनके वर्किंग कैपिटल नीड्स क्या हैं। और उस तरह से हमने अपनी बैंकिंग सीखी थी आज से 30 साल पहले। सालों बाद हम लोग उसी चीज़ को कस्टमर ड्यू डिलिजेंस, KYC और तरह तरह के नए तरीकों से संबोधित करते हैं उन्हीं चीज़ों में। लेकिन at the base of it all is responsibility. So just to come back to your question, this element of responsibility is hand in hand with the business of running banks and with the business of running any financial institution. और जहाँ तक हम लोग इस बात को अपने आप को याद दिला सकेंगे और हमेशा इस बारे में ध्यान रखेंगे कि हमें सबसे पहला जो हमारा कर्तव्य है वो हमारे कस्टमर्स की तरफ है और इसकी तरफ है कि हम उनके नज़रिए से देख के जो ठीक है वो करें। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है तो हर रोज हम लोग कहते हैं, लेकिन किसके लिए क्या सही है, किस स्टेज पे वो कहीं ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है। तो I'll stop, but I'm hoping कि मैंने थोड़ा सा आपको अपने नज़रिए से इस बारे में समझाया। Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mathur. Of course, artificial intelligence, as you said, we need to make it usable, but responsibly we should be using. And of course, at the end, I would just sum up with what you said, that we need to not only just build customers, we need to build owners and investors. So, उनके तरफ से हमें सोचना चाहिए. So, moving ahead, Suryakant ji, आपने बात किया न्यू एज इन्वेस्टमेंट पैटर्न्स के बारे में, बट हम ये जानना चाहेंगे कि एक्चुअली एज अ लेमैन पर्सन हमें नॉलेज कैसे मिले फॉर अबाउट द इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रोडक्ट्स, and also how would you suggest that we should develop healthy financial habits? Sir, I think you're on mute.
Mathur sahab, I am very sorry if I have issues with Hindi, but I love you in Hindi.
साहब इसमें थोड़ी उर्दू ज़्यादा है क्योंकि लखनऊ से है, जो भी है।
नहीं, आप लखनऊ से उर्दू से ना आए तो फिर वो लखनऊ में अंदाज क्या रहा आपको। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जहाँ तक अभी बताया गया, बात की गई जा रही है कि अब हमें क्या करना चाहिए, तो माथुर साहब ने ये राइटली पॉइंटेड आउट, and it is the need of the hour that risk management has to be understood, rather made understood to the general investors. Actually हो ये रहा है माथुर साहब, आज आप यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट कि ज्यादातर जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बन गए हैं, जो एजेंट है और जो वो प्रोडक्ट को पुश कर रहे हैं जिस प्रोडक्ट में उन्हें कमीशन रिलेटिवली ज्यादा है। और एक नया फिनोमेना माथुर साहब आपको पता होगा आया है, आई थिंक इट इज नॉट इथिकल एटलीस्ट, बैंक वालों को आजकल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बना दिया गया है। बैंक की ब्रांचेज को बाकायदा टारगेट दिए जाते हैं कि आप ये प्रोडक्ट बेचिए और इसमें आपको दे गेट इंसेंटिव, स्टाफ गेट इंसेंटिव, मैनेजर गेट इंसेंटिव, एंड देयर हैज बीन लॉट ऑफ केसेस ऑफ मिससेलिंग। एक बुजुर्ग आदमी जो सीनियर सिटीजन है, 65 साल का है, उसको ब्रांच मैनेजर टेलीफोन कर रहा है कि आप एफडी में आपको कुछ नहीं मिला। यू थिंक अनफॉर्चुनेट स्टेट ऑफ अफेयर कि वो बैंक मैनेजर है, बैंक में उसका बैंक एफडी क्या लगेगी, लेकिन वो टेलीफोन करके सर आपकी एफडी मैच्योर हो रही है, यू आर नॉट गेटिंग ए गुड रिटर्न, वी सजेस्ट यू ए गुड प्रोडक्ट, कम टू माय ब्रांच, एंड देन दे विल सेल द म्यूचुअल फंड और सम इवन इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट और सम हाइब्रिड प्रोडक्ट, इंश्योरेंस एंड म्यूचुअल फंड प्रोडक्ट। That I feel totally unfair. It is totally unfair. Just give a minute, sir. Just give a minute.
Sir, आप म्यूट पे हैं।
Yeah, sir. That has to be tackled somewhere. At the governmental level, at the regulation level, even at the institutional level. You are very right. कि कुछ ethical norms institutions को भी बनाने पड़ेंगे अपने, कि आपने एक तरफ तो अपने ब्रांच को इंसेंटिवाइज कर रहे हैं, आप उनको लालच दे रहे हैं कि आप प्रोडक्ट बेचिए, और फिर आप इंश्योर नहीं कर रहे हैं कि जो प्रोडक्ट, अब जैसे डेट प्रोडक्ट है, म्यूचुअल फंड की बात करें, इक्विटी प्रोडक्ट टोटली डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट, डेट प्रोडक्ट टोटली डिफरेंट, एंड there have been cases, Mathur sahab, when hardcore equity products have been sold to the senior citizens, or that products have been sold to the young investors. That I feel has to be taken somewhere. And what to take it forward, I feel personally, sir, the most urgent requirement today is to make people aware about the risk management. And what risk is. Management comes second. First, a normal human being, a normal investor has to understand what is the risk involved in the product. And unfortunately, risk most of the middle class, particularly salary class person, don't want to take. They are still stick to the typical conservative product. I am not saying right or wrong, but they are still mostly stick to the conservative product, where they are getting nothing rather they are losing money in real sense. There is no real return. So I feel the need of the hour is to make people aware about the risk management. So first they should understand risk, and the second step, how to manage risk. That is the second step. And I personally feel that risk management is not a rocket science. A normal educated person can have reasonable understanding of the risk and to manage it. So now the time has come, particularly of course, as Mr. Rajiv was telling you, is a good friend of mine from BSc. Mutual fund of late has got a flair, particularly among us middle class, salary class persons. But of course there is a risk. And whenever Mathur Sahab, I speak with the investors, I bluntly tell them, it has got risk. Because people are literally encouraged or sometimes blinded with the return they are getting. Some people are getting 40% return, average return annual, 60% average return. That is not a norm. It is rather an exception. It is rather an exception. And second thing is, as far as market is concerned, fortunately, Praveenji knows it very well. I had a opportunity to work in SEBI for more than 17-18 years. That going up and down, but movement of the market, the characteristics of the market. Market will always go up and down. Always. Today market is going up every day. And people have started fearing that what is going on. Yesterday I was talking to some of the CEOs of mutual fund. He is a CEO, but he was scared. कि शर्मा जी लगता तो है कि अभी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है ये क्या होगा आगे जाके. और he might be right even. क्योंकि लोग जो ज्यादा जुड़ रहे हैं वो इसलिए जुड़ रहे हैं रिटर्न आ रहा है. किरमान साहब आपको बहुत सीनियर बैंकर रहे हैं, आप बैंकर हैं, सॉरी आप भी जानते हैं रिटर्न कांट बी कंसिस्टेंट वन, particularly in security market. So that has to be understood by a general investor. आज कोई पैसा लगा रहा है, एक साल बाद उसको 40% रिटर्न आया है, सेकेंड ईयर उसको 40% रिटर्न आएगा, कोई भी गारंटी नहीं है. और अगर वो ऐसा समझकर पैसा लगा रहा है तो और हर जगह ये बात हर किसी को अच्छी तरह पहचाननी चाहिए. दूसरी बात यह है कि मार्केट के वर्जन से अगर आप नहीं समझते हैं, और ज्यादातर लोग अभी भी नहीं समझते. I had a webinar with the Indian Economist Association, which is the body of the professors of economists across country. I was surprised, even the professors of the economics, after my session, they said, some of the senior professors said, sir, ये बातें हमें पता है. We don't have British knowledge. हमने जो पढ़ा बच्चों को पढ़ा देते हैं बातें. तो ये मतलब ये मैं आपको बात बता रहा हूँ पढ़े लिखे लोगों की. तो आप जो साधारण लोग हैं जिनको कुछ भी पता नहीं है, उनके लिए डायरेक्ट कोई रिस्की प्रोडक्ट बेचना without telling them the risk involved in the product, I think it is a dangerous proposition. So side by side, what I want to emphasize here that we have to make people aware about the risk in the products. And except governmental scheme, Mathur Sahab, you are all aware, we are all aware, except from governmental saving scheme, every investment product has got risk. Degree of risk might vary from one product to other. Some might have high degree product, some other low degree product, some have moderate product. But risk is there. So people must, and today itself government has taken a very good step. We are all aware. I mean, प्रवीण जी आपने अखबार में पढ़ा भी होगा, बड़ा अच्छा मुझे लगा. एक्चुअली बजट में अनाउंस हुआ था लेकिन आज इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ है. गवर्नमेंट ने एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है लोगों को सिक्योरिटी में एक जनरल इन्वेस्टर को इन्वेस्ट करने. दिस इज ए वेरी गुड एंड वेरी फॉरवर्ड लुकिंग स्टेप. तो जो लोग कंजर्वेटिव हैं और गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी में रिस्क फ्री रिटर्न के साथ कुछ मिलना चाहते हैं, तो दिस इज द बेस्ट वे ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग. So government is working on many fronts, not on one front, on many fronts for financial inclusion. But at the same time, Mathur Sahab, the role of ours, I feel, but you are banker and I am from security market. Our role is to make people aware about the importance of wealth creation, importance of risk management, and at the same time, two things every investor must know: that investment wants your time and patience. These are two fundamental things. Every investor must, because 2 दिन में पैसा बनाना, ये ज़्यादातर लोगों की टेम्पटेशन जो है, और मतलब you must be aware, unfortunately in our country, there are lakhs of people who are becoming general investors, most of the uneducated investors, Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committee. They will promise 15% return, 20% return, 25% return. They will give it for 1 or 2 years, but then simply one night they will vanish. तो ये भी एक बहुत बड़ी हमारे देश में बीमारी है कि, और मैं जब गांव में या कस्बों में बात करता हूँ तो इस बात को मैं बड़ा जोर देकर कहता हूँ कि अगर आपको कोई समझ नहीं है इन्वेस्टमेंट के बारे में, तो इतनी मेहरबानी कीजिए अपना पैसा उनमें तो कम से कम ना लगाइए जहां पोंजी स्कीम, चिट फंड वगैरह है। आप अपना पैसा बैंक में लगाइए, पोस्ट ऑफिस में रखिए, एटलीस्ट योर मनी विल बी सेफ। एंड दोज हु नो द आर्ट ऑफ मैनेजिंग रिस्क, they can think of investing some portion of their income into some risky products. So this is a way forward. I think we should look at, we as a team should take it forward in the manner that more and more investors understand the art of risk management. They should understand the importance of wealth creation, and over a period of time, down the line after 15-20 years, if they are consistent and regular in investment, in good products of course, they will be having a relative and reasonable return on their investment and will be on the way to create wealth.
Thank you so much, Suryakant ji. It's such an interesting topic that I think we can go on the entire evening, but since we have...
You are unmute.
Is it audible?
Are we audible? Yeah.
I was just saying, since we have the paucity of time, so we'll quickly sum up the entire discussion. So over to you, Mr. Devesh. In your personal and professional capacity as a leader, how do you intend to make change in the people's life? Just quickly in 20 seconds, if you just sum it up.
Yeah, I think I am so impressed with Suryakant ji and the kind of work he's doing, क्योंकि इन्होंने सैकड़ों लोगों से बातें करी हैं और काफ़ी, जहाँ तक मेरी समझ में आया, हज़ारों लोगों को इन्होंने प्रेरित किया होगा कि ठीक तरह से सोचा जाए। तो मैंने तो, माफ़ कीजिएगा सर, मैंने आपके हिसाब से तो कुछ भी नहीं किया है अपनी ज़िंदगी में, लेकिन जो भी मुझसे होता है पॉसिबल मैं करता हूँ, और अपने बैंक में जहाँ तक मैं इन्फ्लुएंस कर पाता हूँ मैं कर रहा हूँ उसको। तो हम लोगों ने कुछ चीज़ें करी हैं जो कि हमें लगा कि बहुत ज़रूरी हैं आज की तारीख में। एक तो हमें जहाँ तक हमारी क्षमता है एज बैंक ऑफ अमेरिका, ग्लोबली हम लोग बहुत कुछ करते हैं। वी एम्ब्रेस कम्युनिटीज़, हम लोगों की आउटरीच प्रोग्राम्स काफ़ी ज़्यादा हैं, लेकिन हिंदुस्तान में, इंडिया में हम लोगों ने 2-3 चीज़ें करी जो मैंने खुद करी हैं। एक तो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है अनिल फाउंडेशन के साथ हम लोगों ने एक प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया है, वी कॉल इट दिया, और डिजिटल इंक्लूजन फॉर यूथ एस्पायरेंस करके। उसमें हम लोग ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि वी इम्पार्ट नीश डिजिटल स्किल्स टू अ नंबर ऑफ यूथ्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री। तो अहमदाबाद, हैदराबाद, चेन्नई, मुंबई और गुरुग्राम में है ये प्रोग्राम हमारा, और इसके ज़रिए हम लोगों ने तकरीबन 35,000 लोगों तक ये एजुकेशन पहुंचाई है। और उसमें से हम लोगों ने काफ़ी हद तक कोशिश करी है कि हम रिक्रूट कर लें इनटू आवर ओन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। तो मेरी टीम में करीब 31,000 लोग हैं इंडिया में, जिसमें से तकरीबन 14,500 टेक्नोलॉजी लेड जॉब्स करते हैं। तो उसमें हम लोगों ने अभी तक करीब 1900 यंग बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स को रिक्रूट किया है इस प्रोग्राम के ज़रिए से। इसी तरह का एक और प्रोग्राम है जो कि हम लोग रन कर रहे हैं जिसका नाम है सक्षम। दैट इज़ स्पेसिफिकली एम्पावर्ड और स्पेसिफिकली टारगेटेड टू underprivileged women and their social empowerment and how we can make girls from particularly vulnerable communities to come out and be vocationally trained. And उसके बाद फिर हम लोग फिर उसमें भी कोशिश करते हैं कि उनको ना तो हमारी कंपनी में बल्कि और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में find them jobs। तो उसमें भी अभी 2 साल ही हुए इसको शुरू करे हुए, लेकिन हम लोगों ने तकरीबन 1200 लोगों को अभी तक जॉब्स दिलवाई हैं। तो इस तरह से 3-4 प्रोग्राम्स हैं जिनको मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं इन्फ्लुएंस करूँ और जहाँ तक हमारी क्षमता है बैंक ऑफ अमेरिका की तरफ से रन। लेकिन पर्सनली वी हैव ट्राइड माय बेस्ट टू फोकस ऑन दिस एज अ थीम राइट थ्रू। बट सूर्यकांत जी के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में तो मैंने शायद कुछ भी नहीं किया है, जितना इन्होंने जिस कदर ज़्यादा लोगों तक अपनी इन्होंने बात पहुंचाई है वो तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा काबिल तारीफ है। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू कि आपने शेयर किया इस पूरे प्रोग्राम में उसके थ्रू मेरे से इस बारे में।
Thank you so much, Mr. Mathur. With me on stage is Mr. Praveen Dwivedi, so the man who needs no introduction. And I also have Ms. Tripti Kapadia with me. Ms. Tripti is a lawyer, company secretary and former VP and head of corporate secretariat, India. She has served the financial service industry, undertaking different compliance role of mutual fund and MNCs, banks for 16 plus years. Thank you for joining me on stage because all my panel members are virtually. So just a quick, just to break the monotony, I would just ask both of you if you can quickly sum up the entire conclave in few points.
So let me just I think say a few words only, because I understand for the our participants and delegates who are sitting here in the hall, for them it's been a long day, but I am sure सभी लोग ये जो डिस्कशन हो रहा है और जो आई थिंक खासतौर से शर्मा जी ने और मिस्टर माथुर ने एक तरह की मास्टर क्लास दी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी से क्या चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, स्पेशली ऑन फाइनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट अगर हम देखें। सो रोल ऑफ BFSI सेक्टर इन फाइनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट इज ह्यूज। हमारा पूरा BFSI सेक्टर जो है वो आज ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रहा है ऑन द डिजिटल साइड, ऑन द टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म। और वो जो यूथ हमारा आ रहा है आज, डेमोग्राफिक्स में इंडिया का यूथ हाईएस्ट परसेंटेज है, और अगर हम उस यूथ को उस पर लेके गए तो आप देखेंगे नक्शा बदल जाएगा आने वाले 5 से 10 सालों में। शायद बैंक और म्यूचुअल फंड्स और ये हमें सिर्फ वर्चुअली ही दिखेंगे। जैसा कि देवेश सर ने भी कहा, देवेश ने बोला कि AI और बॉट की मदद से जो चीज़ें हो रही, तो उसके साथ साथ जो सेकंड पॉइंट आता है रिस्क मैनेजमेंट का और रिस्क परसेप्शन का, उसकी आज ट्रेनिंग नॉलेज वो बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो ये उस लिहाज से मुझे लगता है बहुत ही ज़रूरी है कि हम लोग इन चीज़ों को समझें और इन पे अमल करें और इनको हम लोग फर्दर इसका स्प्रेडिंग करें। So that is what Evoke India is doing, and we would continue to do that. So that's what I have to say, because we are not part of the panel as per se, but as Jyotishri rightly said that we are just a filler on the stage. So, but I will now hand it over to Tripti to sum up on the theme and how we can actually take it forward.
So, it has been an interesting day. Actually, मैं बहुत short रखूँगी. I'm sure everybody is really tired. So, to begin with, जो purpose था empowerment, वो किसी हद तक I think बहुत successfully we have achieved, because जब पैनल पे dignitaries आए हैं तो ना सिर्फ हमने problem statements बोले, but there were a lot of solutions that came up. बहुत सारी योजनाएं जो गवर्नमेंट ने प्रपोज की है, बहुत सारे अरेंजमेंट्स, MOUs साइन हुए हैं टू टेक दिस एंटायर एफर्ट अहेड। तो आई वुड से कि जितने भी लोग वर्चुअली जुड़े हुए हैं उन सारे लोगों के लिए शायद लोकली आप जानते होंगे कि what is there behind the scenes, but all across Pan India. This message has gone very loud that not just is financial literacy the need of the hour, but it is something that we need to soon gallop towards. So वो सारे efforts के लिए एक wake up call या हम बोल सकते हैं कि putting your act together, ये एक loud message गया है. So I will congratulate Awok India for creating this wonderful platform where we have not assessed financial literacy in general terms, but हमने farmers, say students, say women, we have touched upon all walks of life, all areas of the society, and that's what it kind of makes it really inclusive, which is the true spirit of this entire event as such. So all the best to Awok India with all the dedication which has continued for a decade, and may it see many more years, and may I get the benefit to be part of it. Thank you so much.
So just to quickly sum up, whether be it in the present time or in the future, coming from the analytics company, of course I know that we cannot boycott the use of technology. AI, ML, data analytics is going to be the future, and not only in other sectors or across industries, it would also majorly impact the BFSI sector. In the banking operations, not only it would just empower the operational segment, but I believe it would become the integral part of it. So quickly, just if I can just have Mr. Suryakant ji, 10 सेकेंड में 2 points Mr. Suryakant ji जो हम as a learning ले जा सके.
बनिए, अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट को समय दीजिए, अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट को बढ़ने के लिए पेशेंस रखिए.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Awok India, for organizing such a great platform for us and for the entire panel team, and take up this conversation which is actually required at this time. So thank you, Mr. Dwivedi. Thank you, entire team.
Thank you, Mr. Devesh Mathur and Suryakant Sharma ji. It's indeed been a pleasure listening to you, and while we cannot express gratitude physically on the stage, which we would love to do sometime soon, कि आप लोग जब यहाँ आएंगे तो हमारा अभिवादन स्वीकार करेंगे. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जुड़ने के लिए. हम इसी के साथ फॉर्मली इस पैनल को क्लोज करते हैं. Things are to please come and do that. He's part of our jury also, and so that will be great to do that.
I know everybody is tired, but I think we can expect everyone. Please.
One, and we are actually just sharing with her because she represents that. Where is the MOU? This is the MOU. So we can have a picture.
मैं फिर से बोलूँगी तालियां रुकनी नहीं चाहिए प्लीज. This is the closing ceremony, so I think हम लोग के अंदर जितना